Game 1 between Team Spirit and Suicide Team. Suicide Team beating M19 a little earlier today, 2-1. They lost the first game pretty handily, but the next two were pretty quick and easy for them. And then you take a look at Team Spirit. They've been doing pretty well in their recent days. I know they just had a loss to Effect, unfortunately for them, but other than that, they've looked very solid. And we'll see how these two teams go after each other coming in this best of 3. Take a look. Sand King Bane for the side of Team Spirit. Suicide Team, Shadow Shaman, Earth Spirit. And the bands of Tiny, Witch Doctor, Clockwork, DK, and Brew are banned out by Team Spirit. And then Suicide Team, they ban out the Enchantress, the CK, obviously, to get that away from Illidan, Night Stalker, and Broodmother. Ban that out as well. So Sand King Bane, probably your 4-5. I mean, that seems like Biver FNG if I've ever seen it before with these guys recently. And they have done quite well in the past with those heroes. And then for Shadow Shaman and Earth Spirit, I think that's Van Score on the Earth Spirit, y'all on the Shadow Shaman. They ban out the Gyrocopter. So let's see. I do kind of expect a Venomancer in this series at some point. I've seen DK Phobos play it a couple of times so far throughout all the qualifiers I've seen him participate in. So right now I'm expecting that in the offlane for them. He always seems to find his farm with that said hero. And we'll see if they do pick it up in the offlane for him one more time. For Team Spirit right now, Illidan Heroes, he could go Anti-Mage. Wouldn't be too surprised at that. Possibly a Juggernaut for him. He really does like these farming-oriented heroes. His early game is usually quite good too, and they end up picking a Razor, which we've seen ILTW play a couple of times, as well as Illidan. So, we'll see if that's able to work out for them.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
And Razor, I just saw a Razor earlier today, and I think it was for Suicide Team. They gave up. It wasn't Suicide Team who did this, it was against Suicide Team. They gave up so much farm to the Suicide Team Razor, and it was just like, you can't leave a Razor in the safe lane like that for that long. By himself, free farming, getting quick levels. Razor, when he hits 6, if he's got himself a quick pair of boots, phase boots and drums, you're in a lot of trouble. He's able to keep the distance, keep the static link on. The damage, the kind of damage output that he has potential for early is disgusting. So, Batrider picked up by Suicide Team. So you could see a Batten come out or Legion Commander for the side of Team Spirit for DK Phobos. You want to be able to purge that lasso. But for now, they got a lot of time. I would say DK would probably come out if it weren't banned, but unfortunately, Team Spirit did ban that, and they go to the Nyx. Okay. So this is looking like DK Phobos Nyx. And Sand King here in the 4 spot, as I've seen Biver play it plenty of times this last couple like weeks.
5 seconds remaining.
And then for Suicide Team, they need their mid, they need their safe laner. No CK, no DK, no Tiny, no Gyro. Against this Razor. Maybe Queen of Pain comes out for Suicide Team, just so you're able to blink away from that static link. And the Nyx is a good counter here to the Batrider, especially with Firefly, you just step into it, spike Carapace, lock him in. You started off with that. You need another stun to follow that up, however. So maybe we see Sven come out for Team Spirit in the safe lane, Razor over mid. We'll see if that's the game plan for the side of Team Spirit. You know, a little bit more. I'd say you need one more stun here for Suicide Team to look that good. Yeah, you've got Shackle, you've got Boulder Smash. Boulder Smash not a given. Lasso's in ult. You want something that you can kind of assure yourself. So they could pick up maybe a puck over mid.
Here's the Radiant bag. Lycan.
And they go for Lycan. So Lycan picked up here by Suicide Team. That's more push for them. You've got Serpent Wards as well as Lycan, and once he gets that Necro 4, or Necro 3, excuse me, and Wolves level 4,
5 seconds remaining.
should have some heavy push here coming out from the side of Suicide Team. If they could keep it aggressive and keep it strong early, it might be a Team Spirit team that they can kind of roll all over.
Dire's ban now.
So Death Prophet banned out by the side of Team Spirit. Let's see. See what they go for with this last ban for the side of Suicide Team. Seeing that it looks as though Team Spirit are going to go, I would say, to the mid Razor. But it definitely depends a little bit on how Suicide Team finish out their lineup. Just a couple seconds left before they basically run out of time. Ban out that Void. That Illidan Void.
Seconds. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
There's that Queen of Pain I talked about for Suicide Team. No surprise there. And then
10 seconds.
I feel like either Sven
5 seconds remaining.
is going to come out. Maybe they go even to the Terrorblade. First of all, they love throwing that Terrorblade mid. Wouldn't be too bad against the Queen of Pain. Let's see. Here we go. Phantom Lancer.
Choose your hero.
Okay. I mean, Queen of Pain and Lycan aren't locked down. Shatchlo on this Bat Rider earlier today was really good, but not a lot of lockdown here for ILTW. Really not a lot at all. So let's see. ILTW on the Phantom Lancer mid. DK Football's off lane with that Nyx. Illidan safe lane with the Razor, Biver on the Sand King, FNG on the Bane. For the side of Suicide Team, 8 on the Lycan, Chatro on the Bat Rider, Vanscore with the Earth Spirit, and then Yol on the Shadow Shaman, leaving BZZ on the Queen of Pain. So let's talk about, I guess, lane matchups here. You're going to have Illidan up against Chatro. They might even... They might even just swap the lanes, put DK Phobos in safe lane, and then Illidan up against the Lycan. It wouldn't be all that bad. Especially with Bane there, just using Enfeeble.
Prepare for battle.
With that Enfeeble, you know, you're pretty much winning a lane for yourself. So you could put Illidan there in the safe lane with FNG and Biver. You'll probably go to Enfeeble Brain Sap 1-2, but you could also go Enfeeble Nightmare or Brain Sap Nightmare, depending on how you really want to handle this lane. But let's take a look. Biver is going to be the one leading the charge. They do have the smoke. That's going to break. Vanscore trying to get around the trees. The Burrow Strike before he's able to walk away with the Rolling Boulder. There's the Spirit Lance, and that should be first blood for Team Spirit. And there it is. Illidan grabbing first blood easily.
And the atmosphere's electric.
So first blood there is nice for Illidan. Want to get this Razor off to a clean start, and Illidan could be heading mid. They could throw ILTW over mid. Looks as though bounty rune wise, they're going to give DK Phobos. Yeah, okay, so they are throwing DK Phobos in the safe lane and Illidan over in the off lane. Like I said, they would. And ILTW mid. Okay. They want that kind of matchup. However, Chatro is still going to be here over in the safe lane, Lycan over in the mid lane. 8's going to be here in the mid lane. And they've thrown BZZ in the off lane, which is not something uncommon to this team of Suicide Team. They've played some weird lineups. They had Anti-Mage mid that worked out for them just earlier today. So that was quite interesting. And now, yeah, you're going to have FNG here up against the Lycan, which is really where you want him the most, is to be able to get maybe a couple of kills here. We take a look over. DK Phobos forced the TP back to lane already. So he's back to heal up. He's missing out on farm, but what you have done is you've thrown the Razor in this off lane, competing against the Bat Rider that can be pretty aggressive. The only stun right now is Biver with the Burrow Strike. But with 4 stacks of Sticky Napalm or 5 stacks, all of a sudden Firefly comes out, you're in a lot of trouble. We'll see if they're able to open up this lane for Illidan, about to hit level 2. And there it is. Burrow Strike comes out on Chatro. They have the static link. Firefly available for Chatro, but this will push him back far enough. He breaks the link, backs off, and of course that's only level 1, so only did steal 33 damage, and DK Phobos going down under tier 1 over bottom. So this Queen of Pain Nyx lane is looking to favor, at least for right now, Team Suicide. Mid should favor Phantom Lancer, I'd say, and they are even for right now, which is kind of interesting considering the fact that 8 has Enfeeble on him, but 77 only minus a tiny amount, that is 30. So 47, that's not exactly the worst last hitting possibilities in the world. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Courier. Van score. Going over for it. Ether Shock used. There's the Spirit Lance on the 8. They might even turn their attention on to Yol. Coming over is the Sand King. They just don't have the lockdown to get him in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And then, is this level 2 Static Link? It is. So, stealing a lot of damage right now. Has Plasma Field in just a moment. Shatro tries to turn it around. Plasma Field could come out at any moment, as well as the Firefly. So, you got to be a little bit careful. Yeah, you do hit for 165, but still, I think would take you too long with the heavy amounts of sticky napalm. So, you get those 2 strikes in, back them off, make them eat a tango, get that regen out of the way early. Make sure that without that regen, Bat Rider not looking to be as aggressive. So, for right now, the lanes have slowed down a little bit, Lycan falling behind more and more, and he's now 15-0 compared to the 22-4 of the Phantom Lancer. And now you look over top, Razor up against this Bat Rider. Bat Rider only with 6 last hits, plenty of them coming over here in the jungle. So Razor having an easy time. He's already level 4. Take a look at the opposing Queen of Pain in the off lane, about level 5. And has that early Robe of the Magi and No Talisman going into the Treads first. We'll see if that does end up being an earlier Orchid. So Burrow Strike does hit. Static Link in just a moment. There it is. They have Firefly again, but this still continues to push you back. Vanscore coming over, maybe thinking about going in on Biver with a Rolling Boulder and a Boulder Smash, and they've got 3 stacks of Sticky Napalm here, but the Burrow Strike comes out on 2. Now they look for the kill. Shackles are going to fly, but Shachua no longer with the Firefly, so Illidan's here, 18 seconds till the Static Link, still hitting hard with that plus 31. Continuing to chase Vanscore. He has Plasma Field in just a moment. He's going to rage on under, but now Illidan very deep here. As the salve is out for Vanscore, still trying to get this kill. No mana for Boulder Smash. Ether Shock is out, but it's not going to matter. Illidan gets the kill all the way in the trees. Feeble used again. That's now in Feeble level 2, so minus 60 damage, which to Lycan is now at 30. Phantom Lancer here, probably going to get that quick Diffusal Blade. Has the Aquila, but no boots just yet. Rolling Boulder comes out. Burrow Strike's going to hit on 2, though. Kill off the Lycan anyway. Now they go for Vanscore. He's more than dead. Boulder Smash not going to do enough. The Doppelganger avoids it, and it is another kill for Team Spirit, getting the kill on 8 and Vanscore. So Team Spirit controlling all these lanes. They have a 2,000 net worth lead. Looked like it was going well over bottom as BZZ was there, but they moved 8 here with Vanscore up against the level 3 of Nyx Assassin, DK Phobos, who hasn't exactly found that much farm. So Static Link here for 105 more damage. No Firefly for Shachlo. Odin gets another assist for his team, and they do get the kill on Shachlo thanks to Biver. Bottom. DK Phobos just trading blows for right now. And they look over towards Yol. They're going to have a kill. Second he starts the TP, they're going to try and stop it. Got Illidan here. No stolen damage just yet. Still looking for the Static Link into the trees. There it is. Burrow Strike follows it up. And Dead Yard. Spirit absolutely dominating with this Razor. Razor we've seen a couple of times go off for both teams throughout the qualifiers. He's already 3-0-1, has Phase Boots, Drums coming out next, then maybe an SNY for this Razor. As for the Phantom Lancer, Boots, as well as the Soul Ring into the Diffusal Blade, then probably a Heart. We take a look over at the Lycan. We'll see if he goes Vlad's or Hood of Defiance into the Necro 3. FNG trying to get away. Look at these body blocks with the Wolves right now. That'll get the kill. Vanscore gets credit for it. Shackles out onto the Nyx. Nyx doesn't have any mana to really work with right now. Spike Carapace comes out. Will stun up a couple for a split second. Boulder Smash and DK Phobos goes down to 8. So 2 kills there for the side of Suicide Team. But again, opening up for Phantom Lancer, opening it up for Razor, who's almost got drums. So 8 Yol over bottom. Let's see. EZZ. Link Scream in, but not enough damage there to kill off ILTW. Over bottom, looks like a fight's going to rage on in just a moment. They have the Nightmare. Biver ready to set up with the Burrow Strike. It's going to land, but I don't think they have the damage. And now, the side of Suicide Team, we're thinking about coming in. I think they still are with the Sonic Wave available. Invis is BZZ going for the Orchid.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Doesn't end up coming in, but might spot actually ILTW. Invis here. This could be Scream Sonic Wave. I don't know if that's 100% the right damage, but with Earth Spirit coming in, Geomagnetic Grip, there's the silence, no doppelganger, and they get the easy kill. So Illidan now has Phase Boots drums. We'll switch it over to the net worth. We see how far ahead he is. 700 gold above this Queen of Pain. Then there's the Phantom Lancer. Then there's the Lycan. So it's been a slow start here for Suicide Team. And comparatively to Team Spirit, it's been slow as well, except for the Razor. Now they go for the Diffusal Blade here on the Phantom Lancer. Meanwhile, Illidan just trying not to get caught out, but this ward is here. It spots him, and now he's finally out of harm's way. The smoke comes through from the side of Suicide Team. See if they can make themselves a kill here over top. They don't have Lasso to work with. There's the Firefly trying to back off now. Rolling Boulder comes in. This could be a dead Illidan with the Shackles coming out as well as the Boulder Smash, but they've stacked these stuns now. We'll see if he's able to make it out. Ether Shock, Scream, and Chatro with that Firefly gets another kill, and now it's 6-5, and Suicide Team have started to even up this game. So 8 trying to make his way out. Just hitting away is Biver for now. They got the Burrow Strike to land. Gonna shape shift here, but there's the stun and Nightmare onto these Wolves. Boulder Smash lands on 2 as well as the Centaur Stomp. So they might be in a little bit of trouble. They find the Spike Carapace. FNG getting low, needs that Brain Step. Can they get the kill? No, he's able to run away. And now they'll take out FNG. The next one is Biver. Coming through is the Razor to try and get something started. But he's a little bit too late, and Illidan, they end up feeding these 2 kills. Now 7-6 Suicide Team. We'll see if he's able to get the kill regardless, and he is, evening it up at 7.
You are dead. Dead.
So now they've got the Nyx level 6. They'll be able to use Vendetta to try and roam around the map. Phantom Lancer needs a lot more time to farm this Diffusal Blade for right now, so he's probably not going to be fighting. You need to open space for him, and that comes from the Razor fighting early with the help of the rest of his team. They've got the Vendetta as well as the Smoke. Smoke's on Biver. Just trying to find a Burrow Strike into a Vendetta Impale. And let's see if they do want to work with the Razor. Illidan is starting to head the same direction with them. And this is not through wards, but they finally find themselves the Lycan. They need this Vendetta hit as well as the stun. There it is. There's 1. There's 2. The Rolling Boulder as well as the Boulder Smash hits. He's going to try and TP out, but the Burrow Strike is there. Magnetize on a 3. This might be enough with the Sonic Wave coming through. They're all getting very low. Reapplied is the Magnetize. Down goes Illidan. Down goes DK Phobos and Biver. And again, perfectly played by Vanscore to stop this advance. Yes, they get the kill onto this Lycan, but not going to matter much, as that's 3 kills going their way. And now they look over at ILTW. Fiend's Grip comes through onto the Queen of Pain. Into the Lasso is this Bane. Shadow Strike, Ether Shock, Shackle is dead. Is that Shadow Shock? Or is that, Bane? Couple of kills here in a row have led to the success for Suicide Team.
Radiant's bottom tower is staggering.
It's BZZ just roaming around, possibly looking for a kill. He doesn't have Sonic Wave to work with right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see how he approaches it, how the rest of his team approaches this, and what they're really looking to do up against this quad. Because to me, it looks like Suicide Team are possibly looking to win this game with a turnaround that they've had this game. They're going to have push in a moment. They have the Serpent Wards to work with. Lycan going for the Necro Book. Picks up the Helmet Dominator first, and now with that Shrine, he's going to try and back off. Oh, Burrow struck a little bit short, but the rest of the team comes in. Boulder Smash onto, as well as the Geomagnetic Grip on those said two. Magnetize comes out. He's going to be 2 dead again. This Magnetize is just way too strong. They'll take him out. They look over at Biver. He's able to actually survive the Magnetize. They look out at ILTW. They kill off the Nyx. The slow comes through. There's the Flame Break to push him back into the lasso. They don't even need it. They've got the Hex from the Shadow Shaman. 3 dead. They push back the 4th in Sand King. Easy couple of kills here for the side of Team Suicide.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
Found Biver. They've got the smoke. There's the drums used by this Sand King. Thinking about going in, but Bane is here, and despite having 3 stacks of sticky napalm, Fiend's Grip is available. You don't want to go in on that.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Good for me.
So, Lycan level 9 right now, level 1 Necro Book. Let's take a look at the Queen of Pain, level 10. And into the shackles is this Nyx, so Sonic Wave comes out. They'll have the kill with the Ether Shock. Now they look for more. Drums comes out. BZZ moving forward. Flame Break's going to hit the Shadow Strike onto the Bane. There's the lasso. Another kill for Team Suicide. And it's now 16-8, a 3,000 net worth lead here for the side of the Dire. ILTW is close to this Diffusal Blade. You take a look at Razor going for the SNY. Has the Yasha to start it off. And then Blink Dagger getting built by Shatro. Queen of Pain into the Orchid. Lycan here again into the Necro 3. So let's see what they're looking to do here on the side of Team Spirit to bring this game back down 4,000 net worth. They're in a bit of a pickle being so far behind. Razor had such a good start, but now has died consecutive times, and it's now 5-3-1. They haven't really been able to make much of anything happen in the last 10 minutes or so.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Top of the net worth right now, of course, is the Lycan with the Necro 2 coming out. Rolling Boulder again. Geomagnetic Grip and the Magnetize onto ILTW. He should be able to Doppelganger and avoid most of the damage. Now the dust comes through the Flame Break onto Biver. They go to the high ground to look for this Phantom Lancer again. And ILTW does go down to BZZ with that double damage. They blink away. They've got the Serpent Wards placed down. They look for the tier 2. And Team Spirit don't exactly have a big answer to this. Illidan comes over, but there's still lasso here on the Bat Rider if you're not too careful. Of course, he doesn't have the Blink Dagger to work with, but it could be a problem for them a little bit later on. You see Shapeshift comes out. Illidan Boulder Smash comes out, and down he goes again. And that's going to be a drop 2-8. Illidan goes down, FNG goes down, and now they just take this bottom tier 3 and the Ceterax just 17 minutes in. 10,000 net worth lead. Suicide Team have blown the gates wide open, and it is a problem for the side of Team Spirit that have nowhere to farm, nowhere to make up this game at. And Necro 3 on Lycan, Queen of Pain working towards that Orchid, which is just about done, is actually on the way. And then you take a look at the Bat Rider. He's got, yeah, GG is called. Team Spirit, they are just not happy.
If they're wearing a cork shirt, they'll pop up soon enough.
Wow. It looked so good for Team Spirit in the beginning, but Team Suicide, they were just shutting it down. They had that Lycan get a lot of farm here. You take a look, he's top of the net worth, only 8,000. I mean, this game only lasted, a quarter of an hour. So, Yol here did well, 3-1-7, 3-0-12 for BZZ. Van score 4-3-12, 3-2-7 for 8. Shatro 5-2-7. It was domination from the beginning from Suicide Team, and they take game 1. And we'll be back with game 2 in just a moment to see if they can close out the series 2-0. I'm your caster, Bcop, at Bcop92 on Twitter. Follow me to know when I'm casting. Trying to get to 1,000 followers. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back in a moment.